might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
The Film Lounge presents...
Spoiler-free movie review!
First you gotta do the truffle shuffle. Come on!
with Chris Gooch.
I'm the dude.
I guarantee you that at some point, everything's gonna go south on you.
Ready?
And you're gonna say, this is it. This is how I end.
Commander, Mark is dead. We have to go now.
Now you can either accept that, or you can get to work.
So, Matt Damon is stranded on a desolate planet yet again, so it kind of feels like a prequel to Interstellar. Thankfully though, it's a much more energetic and fun version of Interstellar. However, you will still need to brush up on your maths and science skills.
This is Mark Watney, and I'm still alive. Obviously.
The Martian is the latest film from director Ridley Scott and is based on the best-selling book from author Andy Weir, which sees astronaut Matt Damon left for dead on the fourth planet from the sun after a brutal storm forces the rest of his crew to make an early exit from their Mars expedition. With limited food and resources, Damon's character Mark Watney must find a way to communicate with Earth and stretch his resources for a best-case scenario of 4 years before he can be rescued.
He's going to starve to death long before we can help.
So, when watching The Martian, it's hard not to compare it to Interstellar, with the whole last man on the planet thing. And even though I'm a big fan of Interstellar, The Martian just reminds you of what Interstellar sorely lacked. Humor. I mean, Interstellar is great with all the crying and existential wondering, but it really could have used some more...
I'm gonna have to science the shit out of this.
And a whole lot less of this. It's good-humoured and well-paced throughout, whilst using science and maths in fun and creative ways as Damon runs around Mars.
Woo! In your face, Neil Armstrong.
Much like Tom Hanks in Castaway, Matt Damon has the unenviable job of carrying most of the film by being the only guy on a deserted planet. So as a result, there's a lot of pontificating to a GoPro camera. But if anyone can pull this off, it's Matt Damon. And he does it with such charm and good humour throughout. There's just something incredibly funny about him talking to a camera about how he's going to need to ration food whilst continually eating peanuts and jelly beans. Being a Ridley Scott sci-fi, there's a few things that you can just guarantee. The alien landscape is going to be shot beautifully, the spaceship design work is sleek, and the spacesuits always look cool. Another strength of Scott's is his ability to handle large ensemble casts. Because for a film about one man stranded on Mars, the supporting cast is great, with a combination of Oscar-nominated and comedic actors. The combination means that we get some great banter between characters that's very natural, but also very funny. Now, some critics are saying that this is Ridley Scott's best film in years, and a return to form. For me, I think that's incredibly harsh on Ridley Scott. His direction, skill, and attention to detail have never faltered. Prometheus and Exodus look amazing, it's just that they have had incredibly weak scripts. And keep in mind, even with a weak script, Scott is always able to get great performances out of his cast. Hell, he almost made Orlando Bloom appear interesting for once in Kingdom of Heaven. Almost. Overall, The Martian has got a lot going for it, and as enjoyable as it is, you'll eventually pick up on the narrative pattern within the film. It's basically science, yay! Maths, yay! Fuck you, Mars! Science, yay! Maths, yay! Fuck you, Mars! And repeat. But of course, that's not a negative in this case. The Martian gets 4.5 out of 5 stars. I took half a star off because the film really needed more Donald Glover. I think I may have a man crush.
No matter what happens, tell the world, tell my family that I never stop fighting to make it home.